What is up, guys? It is Bob Blah Blah, and I've got a fun new challenge coming up, the MOAB Virgin Challenge, where basically I'm going to take people who haven't got MOABs, we're going to run support and try and get them MOABs. I think it's going to be really fun. The first two entrants, guys, I'm going to be doing a live stream this Saturday with GOPT Tarts and SNCK, two legends, really good players. Now, why don't they have MOABs? They don't try for them. They're plenty good enough. They just don't go for them. They run around jumping on flags. That's how they play the game. So MOABs are the last thing they've thought about. But they've both agreed to play this Saturday night for a 3-hour session that I'm going to live stream. And we're going to try to get them their first MOABs. We're going to be inviting subscribers to help run support with us. And maybe if this works out, if I get a lot of viewers for the live stream, if you guys enjoy it, maybe I'll do some more MOAB Virgin series where we take more people who haven't gotten MOABs and we try to get them there first. Now, this is just for fun, guys. It's just something to do, a challenge as this game winds down and Black Ops 2 comes up. We need something to keep this game fresh. Now, let me tell you about the gameplay you're watching. This is old, super old. I just found it on my hard drive and I was like, you know, this would be perfect for this video. Why? This is the worst MOAB I've ever had. It's super gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's super gay. And let me explain why. Basically what I do in this video is play like a super bitch. I play very defensive. I'm using a super strong setup. I don't rush. I mean, I move around the map and you'll see that, but it takes forever. I want to say it's like an 8-minute MOAB. And the time it takes me in this game to get like 25 kills, my buddy T-Jack, who is a super rusher, gets like 60 kills. I get like no points, almost no flag caps. It's just a really embarrassing MOAB. But this was back in the day before I was good at getting them and when I only had probably 2 or 3. And that's how old this gameplay is. And so for me at this point, I was just, you know, I didn't care about the win because I knew we were going to get it. Once again, I had a beast team. There was no chance we were going to lose. And if you've ever rushed with a player like T-Jack, it can be frustrating because if you rush around with him, most of the time you're not going to get any damn kills because he's going to kill everyone before you get there. And then the spawn flips and then you got to run back the other side of the map and try and get kills. So sometimes it gets annoying. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to be a little more passive and let the people come to me. It didn't work because T-Jack was busy killing everybody. So he gets a MOAB before I do. But damn it, I get mine. So the reason this gameplay fits this is back when I was a MOAB bitch and I was just trying to get a MOAB because, you know, I only had a couple. So if you were going for your first MOAB today, if you were a decent player, because you got to be a decent player, you can't be a shitty player and try and go for one. If you were a, you know, kind of a decent player, would you play like I'm playing in this game, or do you get more aggressive and just say, you know what, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Or do you spawn trap? I think that's what I'm going to try and do. Not like shitty spawn trapping where you're watching them literally spawn, but I'm talking just keeping the other team in one flag area so you kind of know where they're spawning so you have a good idea of map control. Because the worst thing when you're going for MOAB is to have someone spawn behind you and then they kill you. That's super duper annoying. We want to avoid that, and the best way to avoid that is to have 2 flags. I think we're going to do a lot of that. But I think if I was going for my first MOAB again, if I was going to do it, I would play a lot like I did in this gameplay, probably a little more aggressive. But to be fair, the other team we were playing, they were not aggressive at all. I mean, other than T-Jack, no one got a lot of kills. These guys were pretty passive. But I would stick to the outside of the map. I would use a really strong setup, you know, whatever your favorite assault rifle is. I wouldn't, SMGs are good for MOABs, I got tons of them, but I would say assault rifle is the easiest because you want to keep a distance. Getting into close range is a recipe for disaster. You're going to run into shotguns, you're going to run into snipers who are going to one-shot you and kill you. I personally believe keeping at a distance is way better than keeping up close if you're going for your first MOAB. So the other things we're going to do to try and help Pop-Tarts and SNCK out, we're going to run, obviously, support streaks, whatever they think we should run. We might run Ballistic Vests. I don't know. I'm not a big Ballistic Vest fan. Oh, by the way, there's T-Jack's MOAB. Way to go, bro. I'm not a huge fan of Ballistic Vests because, yeah, they help. But I feel very vulnerable while I'm getting them. So we might have a couple people run that. But obviously, we're going to run UAV, probably counter UAV, advanced UAV. To me, those are the 3 things that are really going to help. We'll probably run some motion sensors because if we can support them by having a couple motion sensors around the map, that's going to help as well. Obviously, we're going to try and seal off areas because that'll help keep people alive. That's a big deal. What I mean by that is if we can form kind of a wall, they're going to kind of know where the enemy team is. If we've got their back, if we're covering their back, that kind of thing, that'll give them a much better chance because we've only got 3 hours to do this. The goal is to get both of them a MOAB in 3 hours. And for these 2 players, even though they got the gun skill to do it, it's not easy because it's just not in their system to not rush like crazy, to not rush with reckless abandon, just going after flags. And trying to reprogram someone who plays like that is difficult. It's very hard. And but they're going to have to do it. And I have confidence, guys. So, by the way, the live stream will be tomorrow night, which is Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Follow me on Twitter. My Twitter's in the description, and my Twitch is in the description. Make sure you follow both of those. I'm going to tweet it out on my Twitter, and I'm going to be live streaming it on my Twitch. Twitch accounts are free. Form one, follow it, and that way you can watch it live as it takes place. And if you're watching, like I said, if we need support players, we're going to invite them. By the way, there's my MOAB after like 8 minutes. Oh my gosh, what a sad MOAB. But you know what? I don't care. I got it. And at the time, I was semi-happy. Actually, to be honest, I wasn't that happy because once I saw TJ's kills, I was kind of embarrassed it took me that long. But anyways, guys, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Tomorrow night, it's going to be a blast. We're going to have a nice long playing session where we're going to try and get my two good friends a MOAB, and it's going to be fun. And like I said, these two guys are plenty good enough, and they've never gone for one, so we'll see what happens. So let me know in the comments what you think of this idea, and if it's good, maybe I'll start a series of MOAB versions and try and get people their first MOABs. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So that's it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button, and I will talk to you guys next time. Take it easy.